Buenas tardes amigos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a Cafecito con Masha, nuevamente a otra increíble entrevista. Ya extrañaba las entrevistas de patinaje. No habíamos tenido muchas, pero bueno, nuestros patinadores favoritos han estado muy ocupados con esta off-season, entrenando y ya saben, poniendo todos los programas para la temporada olímpica, así que ha sido un poco complicado conseguirlos, pero bueno, finalmente aquí estamos. Amigos, por favor, si no se han suscrito a este canal, háganlo en este momento, síganme en todas mis redes sociales para que estén enterados de todas las entrevistas que vienen, porque ahora sí la temporada viene en grande. Y además recuerden que también tenemos Juegos Olímpicos de Tokio y también estaré teniendo algunas entrevistas de Tokio próximamente, así que no dejen de seguirme para que se enteren de todo y también no dejen de ir a Golden Skate. Se van a enterar de todas las noticias de patinaje y además el foro de discusión está prendidísimo. Ahí sí se van a enterar de todos los chismes y van a poder platicar en grande. Así que bueno, pues ya saben, tenemos una increíble entrevista el día de hoy. Hello everyone. Welcome to Cafecito con Masha. I'm very excited because we have another amazing figure skating interview. We didn't have figure skating interviews for almost a month, but I believe that our favorite skaters are pretty busy on this off season because they're planning their new programs for this Olympic season, and it's very exciting. So today I'm very, very excited because we have a super fun interview that I was waiting for a long time. So it's going to be pretty amazing. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do it now. Also follow me on my social media so you can learn about all the interviews I will be having on the next weeks. I will be having some figure skating interviews, but also these Road to Tokyo interviews with the guys who are competing at the Tokyo Olympics this summer. And also I want to tell you to go to Golden Skate. You will hear about all the figure skating news there, and also the discussion forum is amazing. So you will hear about it, like, all the news and all the gossip, and it's pretty amazing. So like I said, we have an amazing interview today. We have a nice dance team that I really admire. They are amazing. They represent Japan. We have Tim Koleto and, okay, let's see if I can say this right. Misato Komatsubara. Did I say it right? Yay, I said it. How are you guys? Oh, sorry, you're here. How are you guys? Welcome to Cafecito con Masha. I'm so excited to have you here today, finally.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to chat with you today.
Muchas
Oh,
gracias.
thank you. Thank you so much. So, we will be talking about so many things today, but first I want to start saying that last season was so amazing for you guys. I mean, of course, you have now like a big story, like a romantic story, but also your figure skating story, and you have been like growing in the sport. And last season is like everything was happening for you and it's so great. I mean, so many great things. We will be talking about that later, but I just wanted to congratulate you because it's happening, like it's finally you're getting there, you're representing Japan like at the highest level, and you did an amazing job at the World Championships. So congratulations for that. And also, oh, everyone, I want to tell you that these guys have a YouTube channel too. So you guys have to subscribe. I saw like every video on your YouTube channel. It's so much fun. Of course, I don't understand anything. You need to put English subtitles because, of course, I don't speak Japanese. But it's so much fun. So, guys, go to the description of the video right here and subscribe to their channel because it's super, super fun. So, first, I want to start like from the beginning. Before, okay, at the past, of course, you had different skaters, different partners. Sorry, and I want to ask you how difficult is to find a partner in figure skating, like in your same country. I'm asking this because, as we know, Tim, you are represented so many countries now. I mean, you are from the United States, but you represented South Korea. What else? Norway. And now
That's right.
Japan. You're not representing the United States. And in your case, Misato, you for a while you represented Italy. So how hard is it to get a partner in your same country?
It can be quite difficult. It's a long process. Of course, you have the obvious things like height and training location and things like that need to match up. But then, of course, there's emotional things like personality or goals need to match up. All kinds of factors have to come into place for these kind of things to work. And it's not even easy to say, but money and things like this, of course, affect the possibility for movement and coaching and all these kind of things. So there's a lot of factors and a lot of difficulties that going into finding a partner. And I think both of us are we both feel very lucky and very happy that we found each other when we did, because it's very difficult to find it.
Wow. So after you guys ended your previous partnerships, how did you guys get, to know each other? How did you find each other?
Yeah, so as I was competing it in Italian Federation, and he was competing in Norway, we knew that this person in international competition, but then we didn't met really face to face. But he came to Milan, 2015.
15. Yeah.
Wow.
Between the competitions, because he was not able to go back to USA, so he stayed 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that moment we started to start talk a little bit more, but we didn't think we're gonna skate together.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
We were still skating with our previous partners,
Yeah.
but that was the first time we met in person. Skating is a small world, so we were watching the competitions of the other or seeing the results, but that was the first time we met. So when both of our partnerships ended at the end of the season, we reached out to each other to set something up, and it ended up working out.
so did you know from the beginning you were, trying out and everything? Did you guys know that this was going to work? Did you feel that chemistry?
Yeah.
The beginning when we tried to skate together.
Yeah, when we first had our
Like midway, yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, it's no surprise you're together now. So it's so good. It's so great. I love these stories. I mean, I know it's hard, but also it's not like you can skate with anybody. You just
Right.
have to feel it, right? So
Yeah,
it's
and I
so
think
great.
also, yeah, when I first came to Italy to do the tryout, they lost my bags, actually, the flights, for 2 or 3 days.
Oh my
So most of our work together in that first time, luckily I planned quite a long tryout, 10 days, because I knew she was quite a good skater and I wanted to let them know
Impress
that.
her.
Yeah, exactly. But we didn't have bags for the first 2 days, so we spent a lot of time talking and working on the floor before we skated together. So actually, the first day we skated together, I think was Friday of that week, and
So it's like after 3 days of
yeah.
just talking.
Yeah. So when we were, I think we were both very relieved and excited when we first skated together. We were like, this is the last thing we wanted to check.
That is so much fun. And well, it's no surprise that your partnership has been super successful. I mean, so many good things happened from that partnership. Of course, you got married and you are a beautiful couple. I just love to see you guys together. You're amazing and you're super cute. But also, you have been growing so much in this sport. I mean, I wanted to talk about 2020 when you went to NHK trophy. Of course, we were in the middle of the pandemic, and it was crazy because, of course, to go to an international competition, you could only go if you were close to that place, like the place you were living or whatever. And I know it was almost like a national competition because it were only Japanese skaters, but it's an international competition and it's a huge one. And you won, and it was an amazing success, like this big achievement. So, how did it feel for you?
So it was a super difficult year for not only us, for everybody. And then trying to prepare the competition, how with the safety situation, we felt super supported by coaches, of course, federation, skate fund. They were. Did we have a public? Not yet.
I think we did. Yeah,
did?
we had a socially
So,
distanced
like,
public.
Yeah.
the restriction we had, we didn't have a public, and we felt a little strange. But at the NHK trophy with the crowd, they were trying to not really shout
Yeah.
as it should be. But then there is no way of not putting our best. Like I'm gonna do my best in front of these people who's
Yeah.
trying to make this competition happen, and then we could.
Yeah, it was really special experience for us. Also, I received my Japanese nationality
Right.
like the Friday
Yes.
before competition.
I
So this
wanted
was
to talk about that. I mean, it's
yeah,
one of the things I
great.
wanted to talk about because, of course, getting your Japanese nationality makes you eligible for Beijing Olympics. So that's
That's right.
a big thing. So,
Yes.
oh, like you said, it was a crazy year, 2020. I mean, worlds got canceled, so many competitions got canceled. And was NHK your first competition during the pandemic?
We did a sectional competition about 3 weeks before, just as Misato said, no public, but we had just barely gotten our feet wet, I guess, for the season. So, but as you said, it's still an international competition, and it was
Yeah,
quite a big competition. So we kind of, we thought, be ready when the door opens. You may never get this chance again, so go and
exactly.
take it. For us, it was very special, and also our coaches Marie France Dubrel and Patrice Lazon, they won the NHK trophy in the same
Oh,
venue, the same city.
nice.
That
That's
was fun
special.
to share together with them.
Wow, that's amazing. And of course, like we were saying, you got your Japanese citizenship. Was it hard, or just because you're married to Misato is easier? So,
It it definitely has a clearer path than as an athlete, that's for sure. But it was a 4 year process, 3.5 year process. A lot of paperwork,
uh,
a lot of requirements living in Japan, which caused the 2018-2019 season and 2019-2020 season to be quite challenging for us. We
yeah,
had to spend about 80% of the year in Japan. And there is a situation there that's good for skaters. There was ice time and coaching, but not so.
not the same.
Yeah, it's not so easy, and to organize the lessons with the coaches over Zoom was quite challenging for a long time.
Wow. Well, it was a good start. So it's amazing, like the timing, because 1 year before, well, 1 year and a half before the Olympics, great timing. So
Yeah.
I just want to ask you something before we go talking about the World Championships. How is it for you guys as a couple? How does it feel figure skating? I know it's different for those who are not like a romantic couple or married or anything. So how does it feel for you two to work and skate and everything together?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
it's challenging sometimes too. Like in some ways it's easy because we spend so much time together that we begin, now it's our 6th year together, so we know what the other person is thinking quite often. Where we spend a lot of time together. But also we found over time that it was uh, important for us to decide when to take space and when to say, hey, I need to go for a walk, and it doesn't mean I'm mad.
Yeah.
And we've gotten to a place where we're super honest and open with each other about when we need space, particularly during the pandemic when we were quarantining together. It's really been a
Wow, that's
growth
hard.
experience for us
Yeah.
to know that no matter what, the other person is there through all of it.
I'm asking this because when I see you skating, I see something very special between you two. I mean, of course, when you see figure skaters at the highest levels, they know how to act, and like they seem to be in love even though they are not even a couple. But between you guys, there's something truly, truly magical and with feeling. So when I see you guys skating together, it's like magical. It's like figure skating perfectly, matching with the love and romance and everything, and it's so beautiful to watch. And you don't see that like in everyone. So that's why I'm asking. I mean, I see this special connection.
We both struggled a lot with our previous partners and our previous journeys in singles and in ice dance. And I think we came to such a beautiful understanding between each other about respecting each other's journey and having quite a parallel experience before we found each other. So I think knowing how lucky we are that we found each other is still a great source of inspiration for us.
No, it's so amazing. So, talking about the good things that have been happening for this season, the great things didn't stop with you getting your citizenship. Then you went to the World Championships and you went to the final. And I mean, it was your first time, and also you qualified the berth for the Olympics for Japan in ice dance. Oh my God, that's so huge. I mean, how did you feel in that moment? You skated so beautifully at Worlds.
Week, but then when we, uh, I think we made a great bubble.
We were both surprised how sort of unsatisfied we were in that moment. Like, we a little better. I think it's just our second World Championships because the year before was canceled. So I think we feel a lot of responsibility to make up lost time and
Yeah.
perform as well as possible. And of course, we put a lot of attention on the rhythm dance last year because it was super important to make the free, as we saw everybody who made the free qualified for the Olympics. So the practice for the free dance was a little less than I think we would have hoped. So in future years, when we're a bit more sure, I think we'll be placing equal focus on the rhythm dance and the free dance to bring the
Well,
score.
I think it's good that you're hard on yourselves because that makes you better each time. And it shows that you work really hard and that you're really strict with your results and with your skating. I think that's why we the fans see you growing each year. So it's great. Be hard on yourselves. Next year you will be awesome. That's what I think. So the cherry on top of the cake was the team event. So I think everybody had so much fun after this crazy year. Everyone was so sad because of the competitions canceled and all the terrible things that are happening around the world. So I think it was this time to relax and have fun with your friends and everything. It's that moment when your rivals become your friends, your teammates. And I think it's amazing. And you won the bronze medal. It was so great. So how did you feel in that moment?
I love that all the so the member was coming from a World Championships member. We have two one two people was not here, but we needed to do quarantine after World Championships into this competition. And it was quite hard to be able to ready to next competition after a big thing, but we can't go out or something.
Yeah.
Like we should
Yeah.
try. So the chemistry inside the skating family became really really warm and they support each other really well. I love that feeling. And then when we are in the competition, of course, I was skating in Italy in the past. And, my skating friend was there, felt so special. And then, as I sense here, doing 2 years of a fin step, everybody was so happy.
happy. Very difficult pattern dance, so we were all like, "Yes, finally we did it!" After a long time to do programs. So, but as Misato said, it was really fun to kind of quarantine together with the world team, basically those 2 weeks, and I think it's good practice to understand what it feels like. Maybe after the team event in Beijing, we have a certain amount of time, and then we
Yeah.
will be competing in the individual events. So it's good practice to understand how the body feels, that there is a normal wave in that moment that is unavoidable in everybody's training. When you see the other top skaters also having an off day in the middle, you realize that it's just part of the process.
Yeah, of course. It must be like super stressful, and the body must feel really tired.
Yes, but it was, it's nice for me also, as I was a foreigner before. I can sometimes feel a little bit like an outsider, but as the years have gone on and we've spent more time with the team and more time in Japan, I feel so like welcome and so part of the team. So it's always fun to participate in the team.
You know, Team Japan seems like super fun. I would love to be from Team Japan. I just see the pictures and all, like the fun they were having, and I was like, oh, I want to be there. They seem great, so I think you're going to be okay.
Thanks.
So now the hard work starts because, okay, Beijing is like on the corner. And so, what's the plan right now? Do you have your new programs already?
We just started to choreograph by the Zoom.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really different. But this season, of course, ended a bit later for us with World Team Trophy, and then we did the Stars on Ice tour in Japan. So we're a little bit on a later start than a lot of the couples. But at this time, we're not able to get back to Canada with the current restrictions. They still
Yeah.
haven't allowed us to return with our current visa. So we're training here in my family home in Colorado Springs. There's a lot of good ice time and great coaches. So we're doing Zoom lessons every day with our coaches in Montreal.
Oh my
We
God.
have 3 hours of lessons every day with them on the digitally, and we are preparing our new programs. So for the rhythm dance, we are going to be skating to La Freak by Chic.
Oh my God, really? That's
Disco.
amazing.
Yeah, so we're really excited to share that with everybody. It's gonna be super fun.
Wow, that's great news. I can wait to see that. You should,
Yeah.
like, show some sneak peek eventually.
Yeah, maybe when it's a bit more ready.
I love that song. It's going to be super fun. And what's the other music?
We never said this one to the many years, so it's the first time.
We are gonna be skating to Memoir Geisha for the free.
Oh my God, really? This is going
Yeah,
to be so great.
we really wanted to show something with the Japanese theme, something that we both connected with. It's composed by Yo-Yo Ma, of course, who is a fantastic cellist,
Yeah.
American Chinese celloist, and we both love the movie. We love the story, and we wanted to show our appreciation for Japan by doing
Great
something.
choice. I love it. Oh my God. You're going to look so beautiful. Oh.
Prepare well.
Oh my God. You're perfect. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. This is so
Yeah, we're
great.
very
And
excited.
who's going to do the choreography?
Well, the choreographer for this program will be Roman will do the rhythm dance and Marie France Dubreuil will do the free dance. But we also are working with some kabuki people in Japan to make sure that we
Nice.
really honor the correct shapes and the correct movements and really give our full attention as much as possible to really respect Japan in every possible way. So we're
Nice.
very excited to learn all different
Yeah.
kinds of movements and put all our own flavor in there as well.
So there's a lot of work ahead.
Yes.
Nice. I love it. I just love it. It's so great. So, what do you know already what competitions are you going to have before the nationals?
So right now we are talking about it, and we should tell to the federation which one we want. But for sure, NHK we want to.
Yeah. So
Compete.
for sure we will be back at NHK in Japan, but we're still deciding which Challenger Series, and hopefully we have a second Grand Prix event. We don't know how the Grand Prix Series is going to go this season, whether it's going to be same as last year or a bit more flexible. We'll see. But we hope to see everybody as soon as possible.
Nice. It's going to be really fun. So, someone is asking you, Tim, if you can speak Japanese. They want you to say something.
まあ多分今の時間だったら多分日本の朝だからおはようございます。
Oh, you're good. I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds great. Did he do it good?
Very good.
How long have you been studying Japanese?
I started with some online applications and like smartphone applications after we first started skating together that first summer in 2016. But I started having a formal education in 2017 and 18. I started working with a private tutor, and then from there, when we moved to Japan, I worked with a private tutor for about 8 months, and then from there, I guess I got a little bit focused on the skating and a little bit more. So I stopped going to school, but I definitely still want to improve.
Wow, this is amazing. So we have some questions from the audience. Okay, so someone, Berpsy, is asking, what are your goals for next season?
Next season goal. Push up as more than 19 place in the world.
For sure.
And then, so we got the spot for Olympic Games for Japan, but we didn't get our own spot as a Japanese Olympic skater. And they're gonna be decided by the nationals. So we should definitely be the best in that moment.
Wow.
For sure. It's been our goal for a long time to continue working our way up the World Championships, and of course to be named to the team is a huge honor that we're working towards. But I think also compared to previous years, the last two Olympic Games, Japan has been fifth in the team event.
Yeah.
And I there's been some shifting since Pyeongchang, and I think we have a pretty good chance to maybe sneak in that bronze spot. So a big goal for us is to do our best to help Team Japan get as close as possible to the team podium as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think you can do it. I'm sure. You have a great team now.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that.
Very
And what else? Oh, which figure skaters do you admire?
Oh, a lot. Should I choose? I don't know.
Well, we can
Okay,
say
give us your top three.
Oh boy. Of course, for me, I really respect and admire Yuzuru Hanyu. I think in this generation, to be able to win two Olympic Games back to back is an extremely rare thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you look at the podiums from Sochi and you compare to the podiums in Pyeongchang, it was quite a different set of athletes, but he was able to stay on top, and I think that's super impressive. And he's always giving us good advice and supporting us, so we feel super inspired by him.
Super.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's amazing. And what about you, Misato?
So I started to skate the same place with Keiji Tanaka since I was 9 years old, and then he went to Olympic Games already, and then giving me a lot of advice, like mental rest to me. And Kaori Sakamoto, we love her. Ofa is so nice.
She's so nice.
She's so funny. I like Satoko as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't choose.
Yeah.
I know there's so many great skaters. It was a tough question.
Well, inside the ice dance world, we also, of course, we love Tessa and Scott. They were at our first.
Who doesn't?
They were at our first Grand Prix in NHK in 2017 or 18, I don't remember. And I'll never forget, I was so nervous. But they came a little bit early, one day early to get used to the time difference. So we had one like private practice with them. And at that time, we were not with the same coaches, but we were able to meet our coaches that we have now for the first time in a while. And I remember we had the second warm up, and they got off the ice, and Tessa, she winked at me when we got on the ice. And I said, we can do it. We can do it. So again, it's very impressive for someone to have a career that long and
Yeah.
so
20 years together.
they won ice, and the
Yeah.
one team also won individual silver as well, which is
Mhm.
super incredible, and we really love them. Yeah.
Now we are so lucky that we could have a lesson with Scott.
Yeah.
As he's inside the IM Montreal skating team.
Yeah.
So lucky.
Yeah, so now he's on the other side of the boards, and we have lessons with him sometimes. It's very
That's so great. I mean, you guys are super lucky. It must be so amazing to be with him.
Yeah.
He's
very
like a
lucky.
god on the ice. I mean,
Yeah, I watched the videos all the time, tried to see what he was doing, and they were just so versatile with music as well. They could skate
yeah.
to anything, work for them, and
Yeah,
keep
we
everything.
definitely miss them on the ice.
Yeah, for sure.
What else? Okay, so what's your favorite program? I think she means one of your programs so far.
To me, Unesto Domo, the freedoms from last year is one of my favorite. It brought me us like a first national champion medal. It brought us an NHK medal and then Olympic qualification. And we couldn't do free dance at the first championships.
Mm-hmm.
I finished so
Yeah.
sad, and this time we were able to share. It was in the first program with the Marie France. This is
Yeah,
special.
it is a special program for us. It was our at our first Worlds. We finished 21st in the rhythm dance. So, and that was in Tokyo, so Saitama.
Mm-hmm.
So we were not able to perform the free in front of the home audience, which was
Oh,
for us, but it was our first World, so we understood. But yeah, we ended up bringing it back last season for a second year, and it was really nice to check all the boxes this time.
nice. I love that. And okay, here's a tough question. What do you think about the boycott for the Beijing? So I'm sure you have heard that the U.S. Is trying, to change the place of the Olympics to another place that is not China. So it's
Mhm.
like a huge deal right now. I think it's like a super delicate topic. What do you think about all this?
If I change my opinion, if I think about putting myself as audience or as a skater, as a coach, as a federation, or as a, I don't know who um, try to make Olympic Games happen. So I can't choose one, but as athlete, I should do my best anywhere. If people say here is a place to skate,
Yeah.
you have a chance to skate in front of people, I should do my best. And about the boycott,
It's a difficult thing. I think recently, more than any of the recent Olympics that I can think of, there's a lot of politics involved. Of course, with the
Yes.
summer Winter Olympics, and it's quite a hot topic. Whether it's safe, whether it's fair, whether it should be allowed to happen. You know, these are kind of questions that we typically don't ever ask outside of war, right? Like it's very rare for the Olympics to be involved in politics in this way.
Yeah, totally.
And I think it puts a lot of pressure on the athletes to know what they should do. You know, we've talked to athletes who have considered withdrawing, and we've talked to athletes who are very strongly focused on competing. So, you know, it really varies by the individual. But as Misato said, we're so lucky to have competed in so many different countries and experienced the reality that the heart of people is very much the same no matter where you are on the planet. You
Yeah.
know, the travel, the more we learn that people are the same. Like the world gets smaller the more you know. And so, if given the chance, as an athlete, of course, we want to share a little piece of our life with someone else.
Yeah, totally. Like I said, I think it's a very complicated topic. I mean, it's of course we know COVID started in China, but that doesn't mean that they shouldn't host the Olympics. I think, but I don't know. I mean, like you said, the athletes shouldn't be stressing about that because it's not even their fault. They just have to go and do their job in any country that the Olympics are. And
It's,
politics
I mean,
shouldn't get involved right now, and it's so close to the date. I mean, we are, I don't know, maybe 8 months from the Olympics, so it's like, a close call.
for sure.
if it's the reason for protecting this health, and then like I will listen to it.
Yeah,
Also,
totally.
like sports comes after
Yeah.
healthy
Of
body.
course.
It's been an interesting situation because this question has come up a lot, not just with boycott, but also with COVID, with other
Yeah.
competition throughout the last 15 months now, 16 months.
Yeah.
And oftentimes it's it's this balance between understanding whether it's safe and okay and fair, and not just to the athletes, but is it safe to hold the event in the place where
Oh
the
yeah.
event is. And there's all kinds of factors, but at the same time, we also as athletes know that the part of the reason people love figure skating is the ability to share an emotional experience with people who are watching. So there is also value in human connection in this way that certain sports can bring to people. So it really is a super complicated thing. I'm glad I'm not the one making any of the decisions,
No.
because it's very, very complicated. But I
Yeah.
think one of the things that's special about skating is how we can share experiences together through performance.
Oh yeah, and definitely this will go to the history, and this will be on the book someday. It's crazy the situation that's happening around the world. I mean, right now we have the Tokyo Olympics, and next year we have Beijing, and it's so crazy, like the whole organization around this, and it's so important to hear the opinion of you skaters. I mean, the athletes in general. What do you think, right? Like Misato said, if it's a thing, if it's a matter of health, of course you will listen to the recommendations and what's best for you as an athlete. But if everything is okay and the bubble is there and the organization is okay, the rest, I think it's politics, like you said, Tim. So it's kind of crazy, but I just wanted, well, she wanted to hear your opinion. And someone is asking if you can speak again in Japanese, Tim.
まあ、もうおはようございます言っちゃったけど、まあ、今シーズンはすごくなんか楽しいプログラム作る中だから、ちょっと楽しみにしてください。頑張っています。
Nice. What did you say?
I said before, I already said good morning. So from this season, we're creating 2 new programs right now, and please look forward to a fun season. Again, we're working hard.
Nice. And we
It
have.
was hard to translate than to speak. I'm like, I can't get it.
Yeah, Japanese seems hard to learn. And someone wrote something in Japanese. So of course, I cannot read it, but go ahead.
About the freelance, you were saying that you're gonna use the salary list in the past for this year, and then now, what do you think? Yeah, that's right. So, should I say in Japanese or English?
Both? You can say it in both.
最初はサラバレリスさんの曲を使おうっていうふうに決めてたんですけど、シーズンが全部終わった時にオリンピックが本当にあるって思ったら、日本に通じる曲を絶対に使いたいっていう自分たちの精神的成長があったので、こっちを選びました。
Yeah, so last season, actually 2 seasons
Oh, that's
ago,
a good idea.
we prepared to work with some of the music from Sarah Bareilles actually before the pandemic started, and then
That's
last year we were not able to choose this music, so we had thought that we would just move it 1 year and use it on Olympic season. But as Olympic season drew closer and we thought about it, we wanted to really make sure that we paid homage to Japan, and we did a theme that was close to our hearts and that we could give back to the Japanese people. So we changed our plan.
Yay. That's amazing. Thank you, everyone who's watching, for all your questions and comments and everything. Everybody has been like really paying attention to everything. So thank you so much. And guys, Tim and Misato, this was amazing. I mean, I had so much fun. I have been following you more this last year, but of course I saw your work before, and I just love it every day more. So I really hope that you can achieve all your goals for this season and then on. you know, I really hope and wish the best for you. You are amazing. You're a beautiful couple on and off, guys. So thank you for this amazing interview. It was so great. You are so transparent and so honest with your questions and with your answers and everything. So thank you so much. Everyone, remember to subscribe to their YouTube channel. You will be seeing the link on the description of the
The
video.
English subs are coming, don't
It's
worry.
And also, I will put a link at the end of this video. So go there, subscribe, because the content is really fun. Follow them on their social media. It's right here. Well, there. Right there. So, guys, thank you, everyone. Thanks for everything. And remember to go to Golden Skate to see all the news, figure skating related, the discussion forum, and everything. And of course, please follow me on my social media and subscribe to my channel, guys, so you can learn about all the rest of the interviews we'll be having for the season and for Tokyo and for everything. So, Tim, Misato, it was so great to have you here. Thank you so much for everything.
So much. We really enjoyed it.
Me too. The best of luck with the new season. I can't wait to see those programs.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you
hope
so
we
much.
can compete in your home country soon.
Yeah, it would be amazing. So, thank you for everything and have an amazing night. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Bye bye.